If you're looking for a nice option that keeps your Flip 8 as thin as possible while still adding some protection to it, you're going to want to use a minimalist case. And one of the cases that I always use for all my phones to do that is the one by ThinBorne. They have an aramid fiber case that does come with a front and a back cover. It's also got a MagSafe ring built in. They're super light and very thin. It also does come with some extra stickers in case you need it, as well as a front tempered glass screen protector to help protect the screen on your phone. Now in this video, I'm going to go through the full installation. We're going to see how it fits, how it feels, and at the end of the video, I will also be doing a drop and a scratch test to see how durable the tempered glass really is. And it also comes in this really nice wooden carbon fiber wrapped looking box, which is a nice presentation. So the first thing we need to do is to take off the stickers from the top and the back cover. There's also a big sticker on the inside that you need to make sure you take off too. Okay, so I removed all the stickers. Then you just need to make sure that you wipe off your screen and the sides of the case so the stickers have the best chance at sticking. So first I want to put the top cover on here. Simply press that into place. Push down on all the sides to make sure that these stickers stay down on the phone. And we'll put our back cover on. Clips into place. Push down where all the stickers are to make sure it stays on your phone. And that looks really nice. It definitely does feel good in the hand. It gives the phone a slight bit of grip to it, not a lot because it is aramid fiber, and aramid fiber is typically not super grippy, but it's got like a matte feel to it, which definitely does keep down those fingerprints, and it also is somewhat scratch resistant too. And you can see how it keeps your phone nice and slim. Got the cutout on the side for your buttons. And if we take a look at the side of the case, you can see how much of a raised edge we get around the front of the phone without the tempered glass screen protector on there. And we also do get a camera bump on the edge here too. Now let's see how easy it is to open the phone. I do think it's easier to open the phone with the case on versus off because the metal is somewhat slick. This gives you a little bit more something to hold on to, so definitely plus there. Let's see if the case has moved, and it seems like the case is still on there. You can see how nice and slim that is. It hasn't moved at all, so that's definitely a plus. Let's see how it feels in the hand. Open. Feels nice in the hand. Button is somewhat easily pressable. There is a slight bit of the case that does come out over the side of the button here, so you kind of have to press your finger over that little edge there. And as far as the side here, it's just got kind of like a smooth silicone type feel, which feels good in the hand, at least it does to me. Let's check out our MagSafe on the back here. I am using the Taurus Polar Circle 25 watt charger. Clips onto the back, charges your phone immediately. And as far as the charge, right now we're getting 13.5 watts. Now I'm not sure why it's showing 25 watts because this phone's only capable of doing up to 15, but it is showing fast charging on the screen and the timing does seem to be correct. Now let's take a look at the MagSafe ring on the back here, and you can see that it is a full ring. And then here we have the red and the black aramid fiber as well. You can see that the red and the black do have different patterns. So the blue and the red are about the same, and the black has like a tighter aramid fiber pattern. But I think they all look really nice. And let's see how much that case weighs. 16.3 grams. So everything's looking pretty good for the case so far. So now let's put on our tempered glass screen protector, and I'm going to be using the front part of the case as a guide. So we want to clean off our screen first with the included alcohol wipe. Then we'll dry it off. Then take your tempered glass screen protector, making sure the sticker is on the underside of the glass. Peel that off, and then we'll place this over the phone the best we can here. And then it should start to adhere to your screen. Only slight bubbles, so you can kind of get that out with your finger. And there we go. So you can see that there is a pretty good gap all the way around the phone for case compatibility. So you should be able to use this screen protector with other cases as well. as far as touch. Feels nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. There is also no anti-glare on this screen. And if we take a look at this screen a little better here, you can see that it is nice and clear. And touch is working perfectly fine, no issues there. There's our camera. So now let's take a look at the screen as if we're looking at it through polarized sunglasses. And here you can see that there is a really bad bit of a rainbow, even if you're looking at it dead on. It's got kind of like a reddish kind of look to it. You can still see what's on the screen, but there is definitely a rainbow. So if you're going to be using polarized sunglasses, this is what you can expect. And as far as fingerprints, does seem to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints too, so that's definitely a plus. And now if we take a look at the side of the case, you can see that there's still a slight raised edge around the front of the phone to protect your screen there too. Now let's see if there's any movement in the case itself. Nothing on the top, nothing on the side here. This is probably going to be a weak point because of the small, thin piece of the aramid fiber. And it does move ever so slightly. So just a little bit there because that piece is so thin. And that's what happens with these minimalist cases. They're just, some of these parts are just so thin that it's really not possible to make that not flex at all. But for the most part, the case seems to stay in place even when you're opening and closing. You can see how nice of a fit that is when it's open. And I do like the inclusion of the tempered glass to help keep the front of the phone from scratches and from minor drops. Now, one thing I do want to mention, holding the phone closed in your hand like this, accessing the buttons on the side is just a little bit more difficult to do than if there wasn't a case, because there's no beveled edge on the bottom here. And you're going to have that with any minimalist case you use because there's barely any material to bevel in. So if you're going to be using a minimalist case, the buttons here, you still can press them, but you're just going to have to press a little bit harder to get your finger in there. But I don't think that it's going to be a deal breaker for you. It's just something I wanted to note. So now that we've gone over everything we need to know about the case, let's move on to the drop and the scratch test for the tempered glass. So for the drop test, we're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 4 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go, 4 feet. Moving on to 5 feet. 5 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 5-foot drop, which is definitely not bad, especially for an included tempered glass screen protector. So now let's try the scratch test. Now regular tempered glass starts to scratch at a Mohs hardness number 6, so we're going to start off our test with a number 5. I'm going to try to do this here, but this screen is all spidered, so it's going to be very difficult to kind of do the scratch test, but I'm going to do my best here. Then we'll move on to number 6. And then finally, number 7. And if we take a closer look here, you can see that there are no scratches at the number 5. There are very slight at a number 6 and a little bit deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance for this screen protector is pretty standard for tempered glass. So installation wasn't horrible, but it could have fit a little better with a guide. It does seem to do a pretty good job at fingerprint rejection. It's nice and clear, but there was a pretty bad rainbow effect when using polarized sunglasses. It lasted up until a 5-foot drop, and scratch resistance is standard for tempered glass. And then let's see how easy or difficult it is to remove from your phone. So I'm going to start off with the front piece here. So with a little bit of effort, that seems to come off, and it doesn't seem like the stickers are coming off on the phone, so that's definitely good. Now let's move on to the back. Back is a little bit more difficult to remove, but once you release those stickers, it comes off pretty easy. There you go. Again, stickers did not come off on the phone. They stayed on the case itself. So pretty nice case by ThinBorne, and again, just like the Fold 8, I think I prefer the red myself, but what do you guys think? Which one is your favorite color? Let me know in the comments below. Again, if you guys want to pick this case up yourself, don't forget to use my link in the video description to save you 15% off your purchase. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.